found that big fish near the end and then held his nerve after Darius Labanauskas did miss 2 match darts by literally the width of a wire. Great visit there from the bullet. Very nice indeed. Gets him down to a finish. Clayton on 2-6-1, but both these have won on the European Tour this year. Both feel if they get through this tie, they can go on and win another World Series of Darts title. And this will be some way to kick off. Oh, here we go.
Double 13. What a shot and what a start to the night.
Second leg is Johnny to throw first.
The bullet firing out of the blocks with a big finish in the opening leg.
He might be looking to get that break straight back.
59.
That's light.
Johnny Clayton gets down to 80. Can be an awkward shot, this one.
100. Johnny, you require 80.
Yeah, it's one of those, you're almost happy if it goes in the treble, then you've got 2 clear darts at double 10.
That would be the ideal. He's going to have to work his way up. And he's done that expertly, Johnny Clayton. Very efficiently done by the Welsh number 1. Well, they ended up getting to the right score. It was 194, had to find another treble, did so. Magnificent visit from Stephen Bunting to leave 134. And again, it's another leg where he's threatening a 4 visit.
Oh, is he threatening a 4 visit leg? Not quite.
94.
In the second part, but all of a sudden it's Clayton who needs a big check out of his own. Just the wrong side of the wire. So Bunting has got himself within a dart of parity in this game.
One up, one in, level match at 3 apiece. In the poor legs, he was sometimes not really challenging that much. It's how many of these good legs he's going to get. And at the minute, he's threatening a 4 visit leg again, with the biggest finish of them all.
Clayton hit one last night. Bunting can't take it this time, but he's going to leave it pretty handy. Great visit. He's playing well here, the bullet.
Stephen, you require 40.
Chalk up another one for Bunting. He has turned this around with a blitz of scoring power. Yeah, brings the bullseye in, leaves a finish, does not require it. Johnny Clayton's already had a 170, but he's not going to add a 164 to it, and that means he is relying on Stephen Bunting not taking this out.
Stephen, you require 160.
Bunting might feel he's got 2 bites of the cherry here. He'll be hoping he doesn't need them. 1 big treble. And he slide one just above that to give himself a match dart. No, he can't. So Clayton has
60.
got to hit this 104 to stay in the Nordic Darts Masters.
That's a beauty. But he cannot follow it with a double. It is his first dart at double in the last 5 legs, Johnny Clayton, and it might be his last dart in this match.
He's been prolific on tops. This for the match. And once again, the bullet is on target. Reels off 5 legs on the spin to see off the ferret.
If you weren't sort of level or being competitive, it's like, here we go again. You had to sort of stay in the match, start well, and have something to work with. Otherwise, you get that sinking feeling. How unlucky. And I'm mentioning how important the early part of the match is when you've got a terrible record and you just lost 2 darts to the floor.
97.
I mean, there's no sort of obvious explanation for why that's happened either. They looked like they were thrown with force, the deflections weren't massive. However, if that you're going to lose 120 points to the floor, do it when you're several hundred points ahead of your opponent, I guess.
Got himself down to a 2 dart here, Nathan.
133. Nathan, you require 92.
For the opening leg. I do often see that little reset from Nathan. Yeah, good first start. And despite those 2 darts to the floor, Nathan Astron holds in the opening leg and leads here in our second quarter final.
Might need to be again here tonight.
140.
This is where Nathan's got to be super aggressive, try and get himself a cushion and break a throw. He looks really determined tonight, Nathan. He fires in his first match and levels it up at 1 apiece.
171.
This game might be warming up a little. Both on potential 11 darters. That is a brilliant leg from Litler to keep the holds of throw going. Nathan Aspenol left high and dry on 100 after 9 darts.
At the 170, this is where the setup play's got to be good from Nathan. Brilliant from Nathan Aspenol. It's telling Luke Litler you need to take out this 170.
65.
Well, perhaps the leg where he's looked most vulnerable on throw could turn out to be his best one. Because he really has performed a rescue act in this leg. And he gets it done for a 13-darter, and Nathan Aspenol continues to stand firm.
100.
Not a great deal to write home about for Nathan Aspenol. He's been a runner-up at the overall finals.
180.
Littler's turn to try and rescue a leg. But it's one of those finishes he may only get 1 dart at double, and there's going to be all kinds of pressure.
100. Luke requires 68.
To keep this match on throw. It is just the 1.
48.
He needed more. What an opportunity for Nathan Aspenol now to get himself some real breathing space in a crucial part of the match as well.
Double 8 to push Littler to the brink. The Asp gets it done. 1 more leg required. And in a game where Nathan Aspenol has been impregnable on throw, Luke Littler must break him twice and hold in between to win this game.
140.
Just taking his time here. He's got Luke Littler where he wants him. Don't offer him a way back in. Yeah, vital last start. Okay, it doesn't leave a finish, but Littler needed a lot to leave a finish and isn't going to get him.
134.
Big deep breath from Nathan Aspenol. The finishing line is drawing closer. A finishing line he's only crossed once in 15 attempts.
130.
Led that last start. Yes, he's got the bullseye, but he was thinking, even if it's the 25, he's leaving himself a single to double. There's match darts incoming. He rarely gets this opportunity. It's Luke Littler, but Aspenol for the semi-finals.
To beat Littler and reach the semi-finals. Solid as a rock from the Asp. Littler is beaten, and Nathan Aspenol cannot keep the smile off his face. He's through to the semis, well faced the top seed Stephen Bunting.
Don't hit the treble, Chris.
140.
Well done. To Dolby in pole position for a break straight back.
57.
Dolby with 3 in hand.
Chris, you require 40.
To level things up. Over to double 10. Now then, he just had a glance at Rob's score, but he's going to have to go for it.
30.
Wow. Outside chance for Rob now.
129.
Yeah, not an easy out, this one. And down the board. That was, well, was that a very safe one or a very poor one? Probably the latter, but he's got a chance now. Looking at the red bit again. This time he picks it. Well, Dolby has had his pocket picked there, but picked because he missed 3 darts at the double. He was wasteful on the outer ring last night, and it's carrying on tonight for Dolby.
57.
Yeah, that one will hurt.
Yes. Sometimes easy, isn't it, to overlook the fact that this has dropped a couple of places in the rankings, but it's been so high for so long, Rob Cross.
Yeah, just when you think there's a bit of a slide coming, he's got to defend a massive amount of prize money. He goes on a good couple of runs. I think about the European Championship, he was projected a few years back to sort of drop out beside the world's top 20, but he won the European Championships again. He always does enough, Rob, to keep himself
58.
high up in the rankings.
Robbie require 101.
Well, this, for a 3-0 lead, good start to the combination. Options are plenty. Now he looks down at the little green bit. Clinical from Cross. 3-0, he leads here, and Dolby not at the races.
4th leg, we're up to trophy. Robbie require 167.
Eyes up another big combination check out. I get the feeling that this 108.
38.
That's a light visit from Cross, but he's already hit the 129, so Dolby will feel this needs to go. Can he scrape in a treble? No, he can't. So Cross will be back again.
92. Robbie require 129.
And if this goes, Rob Cross will be thrown for a 6-0 victory. Chris Dolby's already suffered that fate on the World Series stage this year in Bahrain in the quarterfinals against Stephen Bunting. And it could be happening again, because that's the second 129 finish of the match for Rob Cross. He's now throwing for victory and a place in the semi-finals.
Robbie require 167.
Well, this would be some way to wrap it up. Dolby's left the 129 just in case, but he might be left waiting. Treble 20. Not quite. He would have fancied that as well, wouldn't he?
95.
Well, Dolby's watched Cross hit this 2 ways. How's he going to go about it?
It'll be the same approach, but he can't get the double.
89.
And this for victory for Rob Cross.
Robbie require
to cap off a fine
72.
display.
Yeah, that was a bit of a half-hearted first double. So 2 darts for a 6-0 demolition of Dolby. Now then, double 3. Well, Rob Cross has been clinical. He has dispatched Chris Dolby, who can only apologise. He never landed a blow. Cross finishing. Humphreys' immediate thoughts are more about holding his throw here.
97.
That's a great last start.
Simple
is it? Big fish then for Humphreys.
Oh, it looks inviting. And he doesn't slide in next to it.
91.
To go in price. Got options here. Treble 15, the obvious route. Oh, it's a beauty. What a leg. Break a throw. Go in price. 2 from 2 on tops.
Game up.
Record is set just over that 108 mark by Rob Cross in the first round here last year. Cross going on to reach the final, losing out to Price. And it is Cross who awaits the winner of this one. Could be a repeat of last year's final.
134.
Surgical from Humphreys.
167.
We've seen a plethora of big finishes tonight. We're not going to get one here. And Humphreys is going to get an opportunity
55.
to break back.
Luke, you require 91.
Going double-double. Gets treble 14 for double 16. 12 darter, breaks straight back. Great response from the world number one. He's in again. Just the wrong side of a wide.
He stares down the errant dart that had the audacity not to go in the target he was aiming at.
130.
This is serious levels of darts here.
98.
Despite
Luke,
averaging
you require 95.
over 113, Going Price might find himself behind.
Two double 19s.
Double.
There's one. Cannot
57.
find it.
Going, you require 100.
Tops. He can't miss it tonight. He cannot miss it. Well, if you're not getting it done in 4 visits, you might as well not bother turning up here. This is ridiculous. Look at that. Gezzy. It's disappointing though.
Done 40 is what he's after. Done 40 is probably what he's going to get. Might accidentally get 160 here. He's always going to be right up there.
Luke, you require 121.
This to move back within 1. Bullseye!
Games on the 7th leg. Luke Humphreys,
Price left waiting on tops. Humphreys holds throw. Price is going to get a chance against the throw here to wrap it up in some style.
100. Going, you require 128.
To bring an end to a brilliant display. Treble 20 and bull. He has the treble.
95.
It is possibly the worst dart he has thrown in the entire match.
76.
Click of the wire.
Going, you require 33.
Going Price to wrap up the win. He's looking at 212s. And 212s he gets. And in doing so, sets a new tournament record average. He takes that record off Rob Cross, the man who will play in the semi-finals.
Stephen Bunting making his tentative return after the better part of a decade away from the World Series last year. An appearance here and in Poland, but this year he's been a regular.
71.
And he could be about to make it 3 consecutive appearances in finals. That's a rarity. Only been achieved by Taylor Van Gerwen, Price, and Rob Cross.
Nathan, you require
Gets down to a 2-darter. Nathan Aspenol's got to look at the 1-3-2 to break straight back, though.
Yeah, courtesy of that 171 from Nathan. 25 up ball. There's so much room for a second. Oh, look at this from Nathan. He can't quite finish it off and get the immediate break back.
Stephen, you require 84.
Very nearly 6 darts of magic from the Asp. But there's 2 of efficiency from the bullet.
Stephen Bunting. Third leg, it's Nathan to throw first. Game on.
Ideally, would have liked another treble there, Stephen.
56. Stephen, you
Real
require
pressure applied.
144.
Nathan's throw is under serious threat again here. There may be a couple of visits for Stephen. He's going to need those 2 visits. A loose first start. Better with the second one.
87. Nathan, you require 150.
2 treble 19s. Can't get it started. Mint is the rather sarcastic response.
43. Stephen, you require 57.
The 3 legs without reply. And 2 against the throw. Tops of Bunting. And he gets the double break.
Stephen Bunting.
And 3 legs without reply. Nathan Aspenol had that his throw broken in the tournament, but he's been on the attack. He's averaging up above 102, heading up to 103 now. It's been clinical from Bunting. It's been good all evening. He was good against Clayton after a slow performance last night. Max for Nathan giving himself a glimmer of hope in this 6th leg.
Oh, but look what Bunting hits back with. One of his own, and it leaves single to double for a 6-0 lead at the break.
$140. Stephen, you require 46.
For a clean sweep. Before the break. Not moving. Maybe he should have done. So now Nathan.
Nathan, you require 50.
To start the comeback.
Double 16. Nathan Aspenol will not be whitewashed in this semi-final. And despite the celebration, I'm not sure how much he believes that the comeback is possible.
There's so much work to be done. Bunting will just be keen to get it wrapped up, get himself in the back room, hoping that the 2nd semi-final is a long drawn-out affair and he'll be fresh in that final.
$45.
It's not great. Sarcastic thumbs up from the Asp. Stephen Bunting should be on something far more makeable. Oh, he will do. What do you want to leave, Steve?
Yeah, back up for the treble. Brilliant set-up play.
45. Nathan, you require
Hasn't allowed that
156.
little slip just before the break to derail his focus here, Stephen. And it's a tall order for Nathan. And the 156 isn't going. Bunting with more opportunities to go 1 away from the final.
Stephen, you require 40. Game show on the 7th leg.
Bunting is a leg away.
8th leg, it's Stephen to throw first.
3 superb visits.
Game on.
180, 145 setup, pins, tops, first time of asking. That's one of them. And he's got the other 3. Match start, Stephen Bunting.
88.
Not just yet.
Nathan, you require 150.
Maybe treble 19 to start for Nathan. Just hasn't happened for him. You just get the feeling that this isn't going to happen, and there's more match-winning opportunities coming away for Stephen Bunting to wrap up a comfortable semi-final win here in Copenhagen.
90. Stephen, you require 38.
What's the decision? Split or straight at it? Splits it. But
6.
does not hit it just yet. And Nathan Ashman, I think, was ready to put the darts away.
60.
Might have to play another leg. Might have to play another few.
Opting to go to the right of that dart. It's an open bed. Just stay in. And that just gives Nathan a glimmer of hope. I stress it's a glimmer of hope.
9th leg, it's Nathan to throw first.
Bunting has missed match-winning opportunities. There's still so much for Aspenol to do, but he's a fighter. He'll keep scrapping to the end.
And improbably, this semi-final could be coming to life when the last rites were being read. Hang about.
97. Stephen, you require 170.
After all the mismatched darts, Stephen was looking to finish in style.
59. Nathan, you require 64.
This is for well and truly game on here in this semi-final, and it's not looked likely for the majority of this match. Aspenol's been a bit flat. But he'll be fired up now. He'll be starting to believe he can turn this around. And the doubts will seriously be in the mind of Stephen Bunting.
Game on.
It's times like this where you see if you're going to tighten up. If that first dart falls low, you start chasing round. But he's in complete command now, Stephen. Finding a brilliant leg just when he needs it.
Stephen, you require 41.
What looked like a rout turned into a battle. But either way, Stephen Bunting is going to emerge victorious. Or is he? He's going to get more match starts. He's had 5 already. Surely the Bullock wins it from here.
Yeah, you'd think so. Nathan's just got to pile in here and hope some more errors on the double, some more nerves from Bunting. He's another one.
100.
More chances for Bunting for the 3rd World Series final this year.
Wrong side of the marker.
No score.
He just can't hit the winning double.
Require 143.
In the previous visit, I said Nathan needed a second big treble. Not to leave a finish, but just to rattle Stephen. What a hit this would be. So Labanowskis 24 hours ago with a 154 skin saver to force a decider. Oh wow. Bunting. And it was a well thrown down. You could tell by his reaction he felt he had a chance.
He saw the headlines. Nathan Ashman was 2 perfect darts away from being favourite for this match. Can Bunting finally get over the line? Eventually, Stephen Bunting sees off Nathan Aspenol.
Not going to hit one here in Copenhagen. Well, not as of yet, but this is important in context of the match. It is early, but get yourself out 45. In front.
Yeah, and he could have left that handier than he has done, but Price got to get a ton minimum. He's done even better than that. That's a great last 2 darts. All of a sudden, Price not guaranteed to hold throw here.
Just spraying him about a bit now, Rob. Good rescue. Can he complete the rescue mission here? He can.
76. Going, you require
with 6 into the perfect leg, he could find that he's going to get his throw broken here.
Double.
56.
Can't get it. So Cross breathes a sigh of relief. Looking for a 13 dart holder throw here and a 2-0 lead.
Just a slight movement to the left, but that look, just overcooked it. And that smile from Rob Cross, he's not relishing this. 15. And pulls it low and disappointing for Rob.
36.
Double 9.
Goes from the second leg.
Early breaks at the start of the second semi-final.
$140.
Nice average early on from Cross, but he finds himself on the wrong end of the scoreboard at the moment. If he's not careful here, could get broken again, but another one of those in the red bit.
140.
Puts him back in control of the leg.
You say that. Look at that visit from Gerwyn Price. There's a couple of 1-2-9s in his quarter-final earlier on, Rob Cross. Against Chris Dolby. Needs this 1-2-4. Staring down that bullseye. And hitting the bullseye, and he's giving it some now as well. Big reactions from both players early in this match, 2 apiece, and acknowledged by Gerwyn Price.
And that's not the friendliest of first darts. He's going to persevere.
54.
Seemed pretty determined to stay there, didn't he? Do you think he would have taken the ball on?
I'm sure that he's determined to sort of force his way through.
$104. Get ready, requires 72.
And this double 12, he's so comfortable on this double getter in price. How is he on the switch?
60.
Well, as I say that, a couple of misses, and it's Cross's chance to break again.
It is. 18 will leave in that same double 12 target. Will he have a little bit more accuracy? He too now looks at double 6. Gets it. Cross breaks again.
Rob Cross. $134.
Cross is showing some good stuff at the moment.
Yeah, he's making Getter and Price work really hard in this match. Force his way through into the treble there.
60. Go when you require 120.
Needs a red bit just below. There it is. Tops then.
Gains from the 7th leg.
Superb from Price. Another ton plus out. He's a long way behind. Quite so far behind now, though, is he?
Rob Cross will hope that that's just too little, too late for Getter in Price in this leg. Another one of them. Now, brilliant setup play.
134.
Is he going to go back to back?
140.
Not quite. But Cross to move within one of victory.
Robbie require 36.
Defended his throw pretty well after the break. Rob Cross, and uses the guide really well and is one away from another World Series final. Price needs 3 successive legs. The positive, they are the right way round in terms of he only needs the one breaker throw with a couple of holds.
Hanging by a thread at the moment.
That start again.
170.
From Rob Cross, it was similar to that dart he forced through at tops to find the second treble, and we'll get a chance to wrap up the semi-final in style here.
Rob, you require 156.
Had some big finishes across the weekend. Are we getting another one here? No, a wayward dart.
100.
Price to stay alive. 76.
Needs this to stay in the Nordic Darts Masters, and is the defence of his title coming to an end? Match-winning opportunities for Rob Cross here.
Should get 2 darts. For 20 for double 18, and a place in the Nordic Darts Masters final against Stephen Bunting to wrap up a 7-4 victory over the Welshman. I'm happy with that. Double 9. Adjusts beautifully, and Rob Cross sets up a rematch of the Dutch Darts Masters final here in the Nordic Darts Masters.
Yeah, you are right. With the number of games that these two have played, and a significant chunk of them in the last 2 years, where Stephen Bunting has ascended to a new tier of darts player, if you like. He's become one of the world's best after being a very good dart player for a long while. Winning the Masters, winning on the Euro Tour, obviously getting in the Premier League, winning in Bahrain. But Rob Cross just keeps on beating him, 9 in a row. Of 18. Oh, this is proper Rob Cross business.
Stevens to throw first. Game on.
Cross can't get the big fish.
100.
He knows that might not be enough. This is a big moment in this final for Bunting. Great dart, looking down the board, double 7. Couldn't take the opportunity.
Robbie requires 70.
That is his first chance to get the break that he is going to need if he's going to win this fight. May not get another chance in this leg. Cross perfect on the double so far. Over the top of it. Right there.
The 5th leg. Rob Cross. 6th leg is Stephen to throw first. Game on.
Take the title in the desert of Bahrain, you would think he'd be able to do it here.
134.
It turns out 4,000 Danish darts fans do make it rather hot and steamy in here. Nice and high to avoid the flight. He's trying to find a path through. He is terrified of busting his score here. And ultimately, that is still better than catching the flight and going in the treble 20.
It is, very much so it is. He's on a 2-dart combo, unless Cross would have taken out his highest finish of the tournament so far.
94.
Well, he's asked the question, can Bunting level us up? And take us into the break, level at 3-3. Couldn't get the tops, but gets the 10s, and we are all level in a race to 8.
Got to stay straight. He's being forced to come down the board. He doesn't want to do this.
96.
Sort of made it work.
Robbie require 89.
It might be irrelevant anyway, but Cross, having just missed a trio of darts at double, he's only going to get a look at the bull. This for an instant break back and a level game.
64.
Well, he only missed one dart at double in those opening 6 legs, Rob Cross. He's already missed 4 since he returned from the break. Oh, real chance for the bullet. And a chance he takes. We've got daylight. 5-3 Bunting.
Game on.
Treble 13. Not found. But he's been
81.
very good on tops as a general rule this weekend, Stephen Bunting.
Yeah, he has. And again, Cross is just looking to hit and hope.
99. Stephen requires
Bunting to move within 1. A barrage of brilliant darts. He's getting closer.
No score.
Well, that was Darius Labanauskas close, but not good enough.
Could it be a tide turner? It's not even close. He's had a few wild darts this weekend. Not 52. Many of them, but when they are wild, they are very, very wild. And this could be about to get even harder for voltage. Because tops is found this time, and Stephen Bunting is a leg away. Still played all right in this game, Rob Cross, but his chances have been limited. Bunting's had nearly twice the number of darts at double than his opponent in this one. And could he get one in his next visit?
Well, he's missed 5 darts at a double in the entire final, Dan, and he missed 4 of those in legs 7 and 8. And that really was the turning point of this game.
43. Stephen, you require 170.
Releases the pressure. Bunting has got 6 darts from here. It does not need to go. Not right now. But can he stop himself?
145.
He should get a round of applause for the sheer audacity that he went for it. Now he's just got to tidy it up. Rob Cross is in trouble now. But once again,
83.
He tries to put the hammer down. Bunting to win it there. And win his second World Series of Darts event in 2025. He's looking at 2 8s. Brilliant Bunting. He ends the hoodoo that Rob crosses that over him for the first time in 10. Bunting beats Cross. He gets revenge for Den Bosch in January.